Blessings, beautiful souls. In this video, we're going to look at 3 key things I think you should know about the powerful energy on and around the full moon. So the first thing I want to share about this full moon energy is that it's a powerful time to see, because it's being illuminated, and to honor your growth and progress. So honor how far you've already come this year in your personal transformation, growth, your awakening journey. Honor how far you've come in your life and acknowledge your progress to then consciously become aware of where are you now? Who are you now? And from this place, this moment, this present timeline, what do you now desire? Because this is a good time to recalibrate, reharmonize, realign your trajectory with your North Star, with your intention, with where you choose to move towards, grow towards, evolve consciously in your life. Remembering that one small, deliberate step at a time, you can travel so far. And so with awareness now, asking yourself, what are you being called to create, to weave into your life, to implement, to build, to grow and expand into? What is your dharma? What is your soul calling? What is your purpose? If you don't know what this is, where are you drawn? What lights up your heart? What is a big goal that you can set and then begin taking incremental steps, doing the work to move in that direction? These are powerful themes to contemplate around this time because energetically we are supported now in making progress in the direction of our goals and dreams and desires. There's a common quote that if your why is big enough, you can get through anyhow. If you know where you're headed, you can continue to move on that path. So honor how far you've come, but then be real about, okay, I'm here now, and this is where I desire to journey towards. And then be really honest and clear about the things that are going to support you moving in that direction. Maybe you need more discipline in committing to a daily practice, to doing certain tasks, to shifting certain habits. While this full moon energy is illuminating so much, pay attention to what is revealed to you in this regard to help empower you to steer your ship and move on this new timeline and trajectory opening up before you. Number 2 is that as a part of this, now is the powerful time to anchor and embody what you truly value in your day-to-day life. So, for instance, if you value your spiritual growth, your awakening journey, your path of conscious evolution and unfoldment on the awakening path, and you have a daily meditation practice, good for you. That's beautiful and so powerful. But now, how do you bring that clear, centered, embodied state into day-to-day life? And you can begin to become aware of this by, again, observing as so much is illuminated. Take note of where are you putting your time and attention? Are you investing a lot of time in things that aren't really in alignment with what you value? Maybe wasting time during certain things or habits or patterns. Observing yourself and being aware of this is so powerful to be able to change and grow. And then on the other side of the coin, where are you acting from? We all receive impulses to action throughout our day-to-day lives, throughout our life experience. Where do those impulses to action come from? Start asking yourself this. Is the impulse to action from your ego, from past patterns, limiting beliefs, old programs? Or is the impulse to action from your soul, from your higher self, from your guides? Is the impulse to action from some other program or entity or being? When you have an impulse to action to do something, become aware of whether that's in alignment with the direction you're choosing to head. And if not, where does that impulse to action even come from? And does it serve you? This observation, this awareness is an essential precursor, a foundational level step, awareness. Accepting what arises and then empowering you to let it go. There's a beautiful book that I read years and years ago that just came to mind called the Sedona Method, where in it he shares about addictions and how if you have this addiction habit that you keep returning to, one of the best ways to break the addiction is to consciously release and let go before doing that habit or pattern, before drinking or smoking or scrolling social media or whatever it is, shopping. We can become addicted to so many things. So if there's an impulse to action, observe it and then consciously ask yourself, could I let this go? Would I let this go? When? And then like dropping a pen out of your hand, like holding on to the cord of a balloon and then letting it go. Just release, let go, and know that that process of letting go, of surrendering, is so powerful and truly holds the key to changing your state in the moment so you can take control over your actions, choosing to act in alignment with that trajectory you're choosing to head, and no longer being a victim to negative emotional patterns and habits that cause you to take actions that are long-term harmful and short-term, perhaps even blocking you from the opportunities and potentials that are here for you to act in alignment with love. Take those incremental steps, one step at a time, doing the work to create something lasting, real, beautiful in your life. So where are you coming from? Is it soul or is it ego? And lean in to the power of letting go. This is something that I'm working on constantly, letting go and just allowing. And I think you'll really feel the power of leaning into this now around the full moon as well. Whether it's impulses to action, thoughts that arise, just let them go. Don't believe them to be true. Just allow emotional patterns. Emotions are a little bit different, but you can just feel the emotion. Let go of any thoughts or stories or beliefs. Just feel the emotion. And through this, you empower that emotion to release, which is invaluable for being able to consciously choose in the moment, which is the third thing that I wanted to share, the third potential for this full moon energy before we draw a card. And the third thing is that you're continued to be presented with choice points. How do you choose? Love or fear? Old paradigm or new possibility? Old patterns or new habits that move you along this trajectory of your highest timeline growth and moving in the direction you are choosing for yourself. It really feels like around this full moon, there's an opportunity to claim your power as an empowered co-creator of your life. This could be in a very tangible sense, like you're choosing to build a business or create a garden or create a book that you're writing. But it also applies to just creating a beautiful life, living in more joy, growing through the lessons and challenges so that when a lesson comes back around, you're able to respond with love in a new way, to observe what's arising and rather than spiraling into it, to let it go. Through this, growth is able to unfold at an accelerated rate. because all of the potential of source, of the divine, of the higher realms, of the cosmic light of spirit is pouring in. The new earth realms of living on this awakening planet are here, but they're on the other side of letting go of the old. So turn the page on what has been. The full moon may reveal to you things that you're being asked to let go of, but know that you don't need to overanalyze or think about it a lot. Just build this mechanism, this muscle of releasing, of letting go, like dropping a pin, and return to presence, to centeredness, to being in alignment with love, which will carry you so far. I also have a powerful free full moon ritual guide you can get at freefullmoonbook.com that guides you through a powerful process of getting clear about your intentions, clearing out the old, and really aligning with this trajectory, with this stream of light that aligns you with what you truly desire in your life. Check that out at freefullmoonbook.com. Now we're going to draw a card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, asking our angels, guides, spirit, what else do we need to know about this full moon energy? We have one card sticking out and one that jumped out on the floor. The card that jumped out on the floor, so extra emphasis on this card, is the Thunder Moon card and change. This is an important reminder. For so many people right now, there is massive change that is unfolding. Remember the power of embracing the new possibilities. Holding on to the old, resisting change only leads to struggle. Ask for guidance, ask for support from spirit, and then allow. Infinite Spirit, align me with the right opportunities for my life. I give thanks that divine will now unfolds in my life under divine grace in a perfect way. Ask for support, allow, and embrace the change, because ultimately we as humans tend to resist change, and change can seem scary because we're stepping into the unknown, but change carries us towards that North Star, towards where we want to go. If nothing changes, there's no growth. So embracing the change. The other card that was sticking out is the acceptance card, accepting what is. When we observe, I was talking about this a little bit earlier, but when we observe something in our reality from a certain state of awareness, say it's an emotional pattern that's illuminated, when we observe it from a certain state, when we accept it, allow it to be, that acceptance empowers the emotional pattern, the emotional discharge to release. We all, as humans, throughout the course of our lives, have this like accumulation of emotional energy, of trauma, of pain that gets suppressed. Full moon, accelerated ascension energy brings all of that stuff up. Not to punish us, not even to test us. It comes up so that we can consciously choose to accept it, to allow it to be, and through this, empowering it to transmute and release. And can you imagine the true positive change that is possible for you in your life when you clear out the limiting beliefs, negative habits, negative thought patterns, negative emotional responses that have plagued you for so much of your life? When you accept what is in the moment, you make way for change and transformation to unfold, which empowers the blessings of light, of life, of your soul to pour through, to reach you, where you reach up to receive the higher divine guidance, wisdom, support, memory, gifts of your soul, of the divine, accessed through your Akash, available to you in this very moment now, on the other side of letting go. So let go, and just allow all this time around the full moon has to reveal to you about who you are, how far you've grown, what's now possible for you, and what is being asked of you. What steps do you need to take to truly bring the vision of your soul into alignment, into reality, one step at a time? I hope this is helpful for you. Again, check out freefullmoonbook.com for the free full moon ritual. I love, honor, and appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.